This is all unprecedented, isn't it? We've got riots, we've got corona, we've got the civil rights thing has risen its thing. It's obviously it's been a problem in America for a long, long time.
Yeah,
Hence, what we were talking earlier about the 1967 shootings by the military, which you knew someone who was a part of that, which is, you're
yeah.
the first person I've ever met that had
It was only
anyone to do with
only
it.
four people were killed, and one of them had gone to my high school. It was crazy, and so well, I'm sure that formed a lot of my political consciousness. That time I was a young man, and my so many of my beliefs were being formed. About the government and responsibility of a citizen, and because the Vietnam War was going on, and they were sending uh, kids my age off to die for no reason that seemed discernible to me and so many of my other friends and fellow citizens, and we protested. And since I lived in Washington D.C., and so the big marches were there, and so I went to the big marches, and I got gassed on in 1968 March, so I know what that's like. And I also know that civil disobedience has a tendency to get people's attention.
What's it
And
like to be gassed? I mean, I've never experienced anything like that, but what's it like to
it's
actually have
like
the
your eyes and nose burn and itch at the same time. Your eyes are just stinging and watering and itching, and your nose and your throat, you feel like your throat has this super scratchy, irritated, you know, uh, just this, it sucks.
and that would have been unregulated back then because obviously there was no mobile phones to video the police or the military
That was the
doing that,
thing, right? There was no video, no cameras, so they could get away with a lot more dastardly deeds.
which is what's been brought to prominence currently with the Minnesota situation, where luckily there was a mobile phone videoing these cops doing this to this poor guy, and we keep seeing repeated things like that in Australia anyway, that African Americans are targeted by the police and they're harshly done by, and it's just
Absolutely, and
terrible,
this has been going on for a long, long time.
So what was the most memorable tour you've been on and why?
Well, I would think for me it would be that Dave Grusin GRP All Star tour to Japan, and couple reasons. One, it was a phenomenal band with Marcus Miller on bass, Buddy Williams on drums, Dave Grusin on keyboard, his brother Don Grusin on second keyboard, Bobby Brown on guitar, Dave Valentine on flute, Sadao Watanabe on alto sax, and Tom Brown on trumpet. And so that was the band, but we augmented it with the Osaka Symphony Orchestra, and we did a live record in Osaka with the symphony backing us up. But Sadao Watanabe was like he's such a huge cultural figure there that wherever we went, we were like, we just got the royal treatment. Whatever city we went to, people would be taking us out for these great meals all the time after the show, and it was really high profile. We did a live album. It was only about 3 weeks, but my God, it was just so much fun. Yeah, that was probably my favorite.